If I could have seen God and wrote down on a piece of paper what kind of life I would like to have, he couldn't have given me a better one than I got.
Well, I love the Dodgers very much. In fact, if you cut my veins, Dodger blue blood will flow out. That's how much I love the Dodgers.
You know, Tommy was incredible. He's one of those baseball figures and just human beings that you can't replicate. What he did for this organization, what he did for baseball, and what he's done for so many players, you know, it's far and beyond anything that I've experienced, anything that most people have experienced. So Tommy was just a one of a kind, and he'll really be missed.
I love the Dodgers! And the Dodgers love you! Oh yeah!
The Dodgers on the top of the mountain. The world, look at it, Greg, when I'm talking to you. The top, look at it.
There it is, it's right
there. The top of the mountain.
And
the world champions of baseball. Keep looking, Greg. What's the matter with you?
My favorite Tommy story to tell is one of my first days here as a Dodger. I was actually in the hot tub one day at the end of spring, and Tommy was coming in to get his late afternoon workout in the pool. I asked him what he was doing, and he said he had to get his workout in so he can stay strong, and I kind of chuckled and laughed at him. He said, "What do you think, I'm joking?" And he walked over to me in the hot tub and he put me in a chokehold. And here I am, probably my, I don't know, third, fourth day in Dodger camp, and I'm getting choked out by Tommy in the hot tub, and I didn't know what to do. It was uncomfortable. And literally the thought went through my head, like, am I gonna have to pull Tommy Lasorda into the hot tub right now to get out of this chokehold? But we both had a laugh, and then he picked up his right hand and he said, "JT, you know what this is?" I said, "No, Tommy, what's that?" He said, "This is the hospital." I said, "All right, Tommy," and then he held up his left fist and he's like, "You know what this is?" I said, "This is the cemetery."
He thinks the Dodgers are the greatest organization in baseball. He said he loves to play for Tom Lasorda. He said Tom Lasorda is the finest manager he's ever played.
I actually have a pretty unique Tommy story in Double-A. We were playing in Chattanooga, and Tommy was in town, and it was, you know, Tommy Lasorda's in town, it's great, and Tommy just shows up in our locker room. It was like the coolest thing ever. Everyone was talking to him, and you know, he's commanding the room, and next thing you know, we go to BP, we come back, Tommy's still there. He starts asking a question about, you know, a Latin player and how he's doing, and we're trying to figure out who he's talking about, and he was in the wrong locker room. He looks up and he's, you know, "Hey, wait a second," you know, and he realized it and he bolted, but he was there for like hours, and we were just like loving the fact that Tommy Lasorda was there with us.
He used to come in before the games, and we'd kind of get after each other back and forth, just talk baseball. And the guy lived baseball. That's all he wanted to talk about. You couldn't get him to talk about anything else. And we used to joke around that if he was pitching, I'd have a lot more home runs than I already have. And as you can imagine, that gets him going.
One of the great things about Tommy was he always remembered names, and I thought one of the greatest thing about Tommy that I remember was when I first got drafted in 2006, my mom and I made it to Dodger Stadium, and we got to go and sign the contract and do all that stuff. And we got to meet Tommy, and my mom introduced herself, and from that day on, I don't think Tommy ever saw my mom again, but he always asked about her by her first name, Mary Ann, and I just thought that was really cool that he, you know, met her one time and remembered my mom's name. I thought that was pretty special.
First time I met Tommy was at Old Vero Beach. Shortly, he learned that I was half Japanese and I was born in Okinawa. So from that point on, my nickname from him was the Okinawa Kid. So I just don't know if he knew my name or he just wanted to call me Okinawa Kid. So for me, knowing that I got him with me every day when I put this uniform is going to be special to me, and I know that he is in blue heaven looking down on me and the Dodgers.
You are the greatest fans in the world. I've said that for 20 years, and I'm saying it tonight. Thank you for the memories.